Heart2Start Fantasy Football Podcast, man. Coming live to you from where we at, JD?
And we live and direct from the Heart2Start studio, man.
Headquarters. It's the first one. I even got a little drink for the first one.
Oh, you know, we had to pour a little shot, man. Matter of fact, man, toast up to the whole Heart2Start community and everybody that messed with us, man. Toast to y'all, man. First episode in the studio. Fuck that.
Woo! Shots on deck.
Big week in fantasy. Big first week. I mean, any week is big, but the first week is definitely big, man. Everybody get to see what their teams is doing, how well they feeling, how they, you know what I mean? Did you get the week one jitters out the way or whatnot? You know what I mean?
Is you panicking?
You know, but
French
around
Montana.
the league, a lot of the stars, though, have had bad weeks. So, you know, it's a lot of people that might be panicking or maybe not. What's one of the biggest surprises y'all got this week? You think of any off the head?
The Redskins.
Redskins with the
Redskins
W?
was a surprise with the W. I think Haskins and might be all right.
You know what, though? I still feel like we got to wait and see. And I also still feel like the only person you could start on the Redskins is Scary Terry.
Yeah, I'm not saying start people. I mean surprise. You mean fantasy-wise? Yeah.
For winning, no, that was a surprise. Nobody picked him to win.
Yeah.
But the cold thing is, though, you had motherfucking Peyton Barber come in and get a couple touchdowns, and you thought Antonio Gibson was going to be that dude.
People definitely paid high price for Gibson. And that's what happens with no preseason.
But Gibson scored though. And he got his touches. I think he only gonna get better. I'm surprised though with who you said Barber and Rojo in Tampa.
Yeah. Rojo was looking nice, but I think this is the perfect buy low for Fournette though too though.
Yeah, and a sell high for him.
He's a superior talent over there though. But Rojo was looking like he ain't giving it up. He was looking like bigger Fournette.
He looked like a LeGarrette Blunt with the 27.
Like, did Fournette? No,
I thought it was a LeGarrette Blunt. I was like, they sound LeGarrette Blunt.
Hey, one of the biggest surprises to me was Mitchell Trubisky finishing ahead of Watson, Mahomes, and Prescott.
We owe him an apology for sure.
Hey, shout out to Bogart and the GM Network, bro. He called me that day, but he picked up Trubisky the first week of the wire, like weeks ago, and everybody laughed. And he's like, "No, I'm going with him. He tried to trade him now.
That's a super flex league that he picked him up in. So the quarterbacks hold much value in that.
Yeah,
and so he did that.
Look, how people view Trubisky the year before last was like a poor man's Josh Allen. So if you could start Josh Allen with Trubisky's run ability and him passing it, I think you could treat Trubisky as a nice streamer to maybe stash on your bench. But I will say this though,
only when
he didn't throw them touchdowns to the end.
Right.
So he was looking like his job was finna get took.
And he didn't throw him to Allen Robinson for all the Allen Robinson.
Right.
That gotta hurt.
See, this my thing though about like Allen Robinson, OBJ, DJ Moore. Even though I got two of them, I'm not just saying it was the volume there, and it was 7-9 targets. Like OBJ it was there. 10. You know what I mean? It's gonna get there. Like if you tell me Allen Robinson had 12, he could easily get you 20, 25 next year.
He could have got a 19.
You know the motherfucker had 140 targets last year. That's not gonna it's not gonna be too much of a drop off, or it's not going, or it could go higher, but it's going. That's his floor for that team right there is 140, 130 targets, bruh. So you gonna have them games where that motherfucker gonna hit for 25, 30. On everything easily.
We was loving Anthony Miller though on the podcast the other day.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. Like maybe I'm overreacting, but I think Anthony Miller might be the guy that I want on that team.
Look, I think in a lot of offenses, we already drafted one or two receivers on the team. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Juju, Deontay.
Exactly.
Julio and Ridley. So I definitely think that Anthony Miller can be one of those guys where him and Allen Robinson is both
Some
eating.
teams you got three receivers.
I'm starting Allen Robinson in my team. I got two flexes. Anthony Miller. I'm starting him. Like I'm starting him. I got to. You know what I mean? I ain't got no choice. But I think another surprise was what about Aaron Rodgers finishing as a number 2?
Easily could have been the number 1, bro.
He was going in double-digit rounds, bro.
How them niggas was writing him off? You ain't lying, bro.
Hey, double-digit rounds. You still getting him where you got him, so that means you was for sure filling your team out with people that you know what I mean? Like you were waiting for a quarterback if you got Aaron Rodgers.
I seen that fool on somebody's bench.
Yeah. Who's had the Heart to Start?
Rogers?
Man, don't put me
No,
on like
put
that.
him
bro.
on.
That's for the-
It's Heart to Start.
Bro, that's what we need, man. We
Niggas
finna
ain't
bust
know
it out
who
now.
it is,
Bro,
bro.
who
You
was
don't
it?
gotta say
I
the
forgot
name.
who it was,
Yeah,
bro. I
oh
seen the
my
nigga on
God.
somebody's bench,
Don't
bro.
even trip. I'm gonna make sure I put that on the Heart to Start
Right.
page, man. I swear. But yeah, just getting A-Rod, you know, when you can. Now I will say this. Let me see a few more weeks because remember, Aaron Jones didn't have to do a lot of damage. So what about them games when they're playing a better secondary? Because don't get me wrong, bro. Get me wrong. Vikings secondary is terrible, bro. Mike Hughes is a number 1. He was a number 3 last year, bro. Like, they're going to get chewed up. That's one of them teams where you like, oh, they're playing the Vikings. Play the receivers
No
on
Everson
DraftKings this shit.
Griffin, no Danielle Hunter this week. Everson Griffin in fucking Dallas, you know what I mean? So the pass rush wasn't definitely there.
Yeah.
Xavier Rhodes, I think, is in the Indianapolis or somewhere, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely they got chewed up, bro.
That shit is crazy,
They
bro.
got
We watching the game right now in the background of this. Hey, this Pittsburgh D is real. They out here looking real nice.
They settling in now. They shutting that boy Barkley down.
Man, matter of fact, let's jump into the running backs. Now, I'm going to read y'all the top 12 running backs this week in order. Josh Jacobs, CMC, Zeke, Nyheim Hines, Malcolm Brown, Mostert, Carson, Kamara, Dalvin, DJ, David Johnson, CEH, and Aaron Jones. Nyheim Hines and Malcolm Brown, top 5?
Top wire picks this week.
Top wire picks?
Yeah.
Now, do you believe in Malcolm Brown, even though they gave the young boy Akers a lot of carries? So, and he started the game. So, who's to say that Akers' carries wasn't just going crazy when he was getting them?
Yeah.
Would it be a lot of Malcolm Brown? I think you got a headache on your hands with even when you pick Malcolm Brown
Who's
out.
to say next week it won't be Akers?
It won't be Akers. I think you're going to be disappointed all year until there's a true workhorse. You know what I mean?
If you got him, sell high.
Sell high.
Or sell that wire pick like JD been trying to do.
It's all right.
That's how real our league is. Niggas will sell you the wire pick.
The wire pick.
I mean, think about it though. If you lost to Le'Veon Bell, or you needed a running back anyway. You lost Marlon Mack. Maybe
or if you even got Jonathan Taylor, you might want to go get that motherfucking Nyheim Hines as your cup.
You might want to get Hines, right? But look at this too, though. You mentioned Jonathan Taylor, right? I think just the injuries with like people that can go down, like you said, not even necessarily handcuffing Hines, but Hines kind of looked like an Eckler type role. Shout out to my boy Zach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Eckler type, and who was there? Phillip Rivers, right?
Right.
The pass catching. Now I will say this: Taylor caught 6 balls.
Yes, Taylor did.
So they're not afraid to throw it to him too.
And Hines been in the league. It ain't like he's somebody new, and we ain't never. I think I picked Hines up for like a week maybe or something, and was disappointed.
Somebody that had eyes on their team last year for sure.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
I'm saying he ain't. You know, I don't think he that Eckler type.
And guess who they play next week? Minnesota.
But they was putting him out at the receiver. They was putting him out in slot. That motherfucker had like 8.
He's nice.
He had 7 or 8 targets as well.
He probably gonna
and
play
he
the whole
scored
year.
twice.
I really want to
He gonna be a
apologize to
evaluation.
everybody though, because I wasn't trying to keep him for myself. I just didn't buy. Well, I mean, I had reason to not buy into having Hines when Mack and Taylor are there.
Yeah.
But since Mack is gone,
now,
they were raving about Hines. They were saying he's in a lot of packages out there out in the offseason. You know what I mean? But like I said,
I would
didn't
put
buy
Hines
it,
in that Cohen.
He's a flex play.
You said, he's definitely in the Cohen tier.
I think he's better than Cohen.
Yeah,
I think he'll be better than Cohen this year.
And if you got it, if you lacking, you might be able to throw him in this week and every week, you know.
Anybody who picked in the back end of the draft gonna have a nice little waiver spot.
Yeah,
gonna pick up
if
somebody
that's
nice.
how you work your waiver for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that Malcolm, like we said, Malcolm Brown, but that Mostert was going in the 5th, 6th round.
Mostert nice, bro. I've been high on Mozart, bro. Me and JD like Mozart in practice squad when he was in the practice squad 2 years ago.
What surprised me, he didn't even show his running ability, what we've seen for the last 2 years. He showed his pass catching ability.
Injury update, Connor, my bad.
Done.
On the sideline.
On the sideline, stretching.
Helmet off,
stretching.
Helmet nowhere to be found.
Oh, my mom. And I got Connor in the redraft. Hard to start too, bro.
Snell looking good too. Benny
Are you
Snell.
winning that game?
No.
If I win it, is it over?
You winning. So Barkley ain't did nothing.
I think Wax just beat me with that.
Let's talk about Carson.
Chris Carson
looking nice.
taking screenplays,
But
30 yards to the
I
hut.
think that he's getting the passes, which is crazy. But I don't think Seattle going to be the running team that everybody think they're going to be.
Russell's trying to pass.
They airing that thing out. It's a new day.
That's what
time
the
to get him
MVP.
MVP.
He want the MVP. That's what gets it. The passers.
You got man. I didn't know this, bro. That motherfucker ain't had not one MVP vote last year.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
That and then they've been trying to do this the last few years ever since beast mode. Let's try to get another guy to be like they ain't got beast mode no more.
Yeah.
You got Russ. It's time to air that thing out.
Well, just based on the Super Bowl loss that they had against New England, and they passed the ball. They didn't want beast mode. They wanted Russ to be the Super Bowl MVP.
Hey, look, my thing with Carson, right? So if they're not gonna be the running team, right? And did you know that him and Hyde had the same amount of carries, very close, like 14 plus
High scored too, right?
High scored. And the play that Carson could have been there. You know what I mean? I mean, he still had 2 TDs, but like
passing TDs, though, right? Or one was one and one?
No, it was both catching receiving.
Yeah, on everything.
So I think Carson is definitely anybody who spent draft pick on him, he's gonna do.
And they try to get a guy in there to get more carry, and he always get hurt. And everywhere Hyde go, he plays. So I think you're right about that for sure.
It's definitely a good cut. I will say this:
Big Ben
Dalvin with the contract is gonna be good. And Madison did play though. Madison played, but I think if they defense is as bad as we think it is, it sounds like that's a Dalvin Cook type thing because he's gonna be catching a lot more balls than he did. He already caught a lot of balls last year.
60-40 split, 70-30 split.
That's
Madison got value though.
Who?
Madison has value.
Yeah, I think he only got value if it's an injury though. I think all these backup running backs is playing because this is week 1 and nobody had no preseason. So even Pollard last night caught a few balls. I'm sure old buddy from that backup Henry now. Nobody ever played backup Henry really, but he gonna probably play a little bit tonight. Cat's getting tired towards the second half of the games. I've been noticing. So backup players are gonna start playing. I wouldn't. Some of them I pick up, but some of them I don't think I ain't messing with. Like who was we just talking about? It's Madison. I don't think he got any value really.
It seems like
Madison got value.
It seems like you should kind of make sure you cuff 2 players, bro. The way injuries are happening. Yeah, like think about it. You only got to worry about that body. You know what I mean? But it's still less talent for you to grab if you hit on something. But that's the only thing. But let's talk about something like Edmonds though. Edmonds brought a lot to the table. He was outscoring Drake before Drake got that late touchdown.
And we was talking about that.
I think Edmonds is different from like a Matson, like a Edmonds and a Kelly and Chargers. I think they getting them in the game plan. I don't think there's no game plan for Matson. Like it's kind of like
and I think Cook need a breather, they're getting them in there when they need to score and shit, bro.
Who?
Like them. So I think like Kelly, he gonna suffer a little bit. If it's a game script like when they play the Chiefs. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be more Eckler. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't think Eckler can be that work. And look, this is what I'm scared about Eckler, right? Clock. So I'm glad we said that. Eckler was one of those players that scored low this week for people, right? This is my thing about Eckler. The offense is completely different. Like, we were worried about the offense being different. And as much as they use the running back, for Eckler's last few years with Phillip Rivers here, what if they're not doing that like that? Yeah. Then how is he going to be worth that value if he's not catching hella balls and in the game all the time?
And that's like, and you've seen that's a Rivers part of his game because look at Indianapolis. Look at all the and Taylor. They caught like 15 and Mack. They caught 15. Running back, actually, if you want to look that up, out of all 3 of them, because Mack caught like 2 or 3 before he went out, that's like 15 balls to the running back.
Hey, the crazy part
that's a good point right there.
The crazy part too is that Taylor and Dobbins and Kelly scoring 14, 14, 12. They scored higher than Eckler at 9, Bell at 6, and Joe Mixon at 5.
Damn, Joe Mixon was a top pick too.
Taylor and Dobbins. Now, are you rolling Dobbins in now? Is he a must start for
Dobbins is in.
Because Ingram got a lot of carries too, and they both didn't really do nothing.
Dobbins is in there.
I think Dobbins is in, bro. He's gonna have a big play.
Tell me what Mark Ingram did last week.
He had 10
I don't care. That was rhetorical.
They both did not. I think that Ingram probably did get his chance to, you know what I'm saying, do his thing.
But that motherfucker only
it's coming soon. That motherfucking seat is down here. That shit hot.
Right.
It's a little
on
spark.
my mama.
It's a little flame.
But the nigga did.
It's hot. Is that Snell, bro?
Snell out here.
The nigga Mark Ingram only did his damage on 13 average carries last year.
Yeah.
13 carries. That's a lot.
I had somebody outscoring Ingram last year when we talked.
Yeah.
Last year.
On
I
my
forgot
mama.
who it was.
So if you get him with 13 touches and you get even Dobbins with 10, I take Dobbins in. If I'm guaranteed 10 touches with Dobbins, I'm throwing him in as my second RB right now.
He's gonna bust
He's-
at least one or two plays.
And where
he
comes from
receptions.
He comes from Ohio State, where they play. There it is, there,
Same
bro.
offense.
On everything. Real talk.
Hey,
DJ, Ohio State pro style.
Hey, DJ.
Yeah, but it's also that read option too, though, with Fields over there too, though.
Yeah,
last
they
year.
have Fields. Yeah,
on everything.
David Johnson definitely got his money worth with anybody who drafted him, where they drafted him, which was
fifth, sixth round, some shit like that.
Later.
Yeah, you'll see
David Johnson.
David Johnson.
David Johnson.
Yeah.
He's safe, bro. Like if he stays healthy, he's gonna exceed any expectation of anybody that didn't draft him.
I like it.
And they got him.
I liked how you got that.
You better have a supporting cast because he's not gonna carry your team like when you had to have him in the second round at first.
This could be
the fact that you can get him in the fourth and the fifth,
man, still. And the cold thing is, this might be the best O-line that he played with, bro. They ran up against the Chiefs, bro.
Duke got banged up.
I would say that would scare me though if I'm because I don't want David Johnson to have 30 carries.
No, not at all.
I want David Johnson to have 20 touches and do it. I don't want him to carry the luck because he's not gonna last all year like that. If I'm a David Johnson owner, I want Duke to be healthy, low key.
You think Aaron Jones owners are scared?
No, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't.
Didn't he score?
He was airing it out. Yeah, they scored, but Rodgers was airing it out on one of the worst pass defenses in the league.
And when he
That's
was
what I'm
hot,
saying. And he got 20 carries. He had 25 touches.
He was hot. But yeah, those rookies, if you drafted those, hey, I got a league, right? Shout out to my
You got all the rookies in that league.
I drafted all in a row, 5th, 6th, 7th round, or maybe I got Taylor in the 4th. Taylor, Dobbins, and Akers. But I ended up trading Akers, but I still got Dobbins and Taylor, and I'm loving it now. They going in my lineup.
Who's your receivers, though, in that league, nigga?
I lost Galladay, but I traded for DJ Moore, and I got Godwin. And then I still got Barkley. I got Barkley, all type of shit.
What about the other rookie, Swift? I got Swift in the league. He dropped that game winner, but he also showed some signs. Like, he caught a few balls. He looked explosive out there. And Carry-On didn't look like he was – he didn't look that
Carry-On looked like boo-boo. I got him in one of the leagues,
AP one-dimensional, so I think Swift –
AP got like 20-something touches, 19
He did, though.
Almost 100.
But Swift is going to play that – at least he going to play that Theo Riddick role.
Shout out to the young man. Don't hold your head up, man. The Lions organization been losing. You'll get it right.
That ain't nothing but motivation for that boy to get back right, bro. Get on Swift by dropping that touchdown, bro. He's gonna take that. His people's on the sideline, hit him on the back, like, look, bro.
It's week one. You a rookie.
Don't worry about it.
No preseason.
It's time to go. It's time to get Deontay Johnson the motherfucking touchdown too.
Let's talk about wide receivers. I'm gonna read y'all the top 20 wide receivers this week. This is gonna be pretty funny. Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley. This is in order. Calvin Ridley, Thede, D-Hop, Robbie Anderson, Julio, Crowder at 7, Sammy Watkins at 8, Russell Gage at 9, Valdez Scantling at 10, DK at 11, Fuller at 12, John Brown at 13, Lazard at 14, Amari Cooper at 15, Robert Woods 16, 17 Anthony Miller, Tyler Lockett at 18, Diggs at 19, and Snead at 20.
My biggest thing right off the rip is John Brown. He had 10 targets for like 8 receptions, and, he's getting the ball, bro. Yeah. He went so late. I like John Brown right off the rip off that list.
John Brown could outscore Diggs just because of the rapport they got.
Bruh.
John Brown always open. Like, I like John Brown when he was in Arizona. He low-key
having Diggs over there is going to help him.
Exactly.
Hey, I think I said on the podcast something about John Brown and get you at least 15.
We was
on John Brown, and the thing about John Brown too is like he's familiar with Allen. Exactly. And I also said on the podcast that I felt like Josh Allen, they were going to let him pass a little bit more because that team was weak and they want to get him going. And he passed like 51 times.
First time going over 300.
I didn't know that until you said that.
51 times. What y'all think? That Singletary and Moss before? I know we on wide receivers, but that's a headache too. Yeah. That's like the Cam Akers and Malcolm Brown. Same thing over there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But back to Diggs. Even though Diggs, Ain't too far.
He had like 80
still had
yards.
16 in some leagues, 15. That's solid.
No, Diggs was cool. I'm not
you know
saying
what I mean?
He'll
He'll be good.
But just the value of John Brown going later than what Diggs did in the report, like Brody said, nigga, there it is there, bro. John Brown, nigga, he took a screen to the house, I think.
That's what he can do.
I mean, them is set up plays that they got for him, bro.
He's not that fast dude that just do little gadget. Like he can run routes.
Man, he can
run
run. He can get open, bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
exactly.
We seen it in in Arizona, bro.
Yep.
And even though Ridley had the garbage TD, like he caught a nice one. Like Ridley is a guy to have, bro.
I watched that game because I got DK and I bet on that game. And Ridley was open a lot. He just didn't get the ball.
Hey,
he was
Ridley was on fire.
Ridley got routes. I feel like Ridley always open, and he just
Matt Ryan has 300-yard plus receivers, which is why Russell Gage is even in this. Now we know it's week 1. Like we know this is not going to be the top receivers of the season when it's all said and done. Like
is it fair to say, or am I just tripping that I think that Ridley won't break out until Julio gone? He's already
breaking out though. If he had almost 1,000, he just got hurt.
No, his floor been 800 yards and 60 catches his first 2 years. He ain't been hurt in 2 games, 1 game. I think he won't fully be that number 1 dude, break that 1,000 plus until Calvin is gone. Julio.
I don't think the Falcons win until they start getting him the ball more.
Well, say that then.
Like they don't get him the ball
well,
more.
That's even better then. I can see that, bro. It feels like to me that Matty Ice is always gonna look for Julio, bro. For some reason,
it's the Watson and the Hopkins shit.
Even with that Gurley had a lot.
Give me Deontay. Oh, that's Juju. Oh,
Big Ben. No, I need Big Ben to go.
Hey, Ben's starting to find this shit now.
He going for 40. Hey, but Robbie Anderson, is you taking a lot into that?
That's an out route.
You taking a lot into Robbie Anderson?
Yes, I am.
It depends on Teddy. Is Teddy gonna take the deep shots? You know what I'm saying? And go downfield because that's what Robbie do. He go downfield. He take the shots. But
I think I'd rather have Crowder than Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, for sure. Crowder nice.
Crowder's even though
no.
I think I'd rather have Crowder over Robbie, bro.
Crowder gonna get the volume.
I really think that, bro. Crowder's they're always gonna be behind, bro. Who is gonna run the ball for them? Like
Michael P. Ryan, whatever that
Josh Adams.
Oh no, bro. Oh. No, I like Robbie though, just based on that they got DJ over there. So DJ, you took him 3rd, 4th, 5th round, whatever it was, and he's projected to be an 85 catch guy like he was last year. So he's gonna draw the number 1 guy right off the rip. Now you got Robbie Anderson with the better quarter. I ain't gonna say Teddy's a better quarter, but he might be an accurate quarter. I don't know,
Teddy
bro.
Look good, bro.
But as Robbie Anderson, instead of being the number 1 option,
Darnold.
Yeah.
And he's not the number 1 option in Carolina like he was in New York.
Hey, I agree with you, right? And I also think that they all help each other because he's the over-the-top guy.
And then you got Curtis Samuel too. Curtis Samuel had a nice on everything.
They all getting 8, 9 targets. DJ Moore still had 9 targets, and I watched that game too because I had him. And they tried him 2 times in a row in the red zone on slants. You know what I mean? However, he got jarred out, whatever. You know what I mean? But they're going to him and all of them. So I think Robbie and him are safe to play. Robbie for sure in the flex, and I think you definitely don't got to be scared of DJ Moore.
No, you ain't got to be scared of DJ.
Because that team, I think, is going to be putting up points this year, though. I think Carolina's putting up points. Like they got weapons everywhere, and their defense is young, but it's not good. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think people aren't giving the Raiders enough credit. You know what I mean? Especially with that run game.
That offensive line, bro, is mauling niggas out the way, bro.
Titi caught a late touchdown.
Saved touchdown. Because he only had like 15. He had 15 going into.
I've never had Thielen in the league.
I've never had Thielen.
Never.
I feel like he's always
Thielen every year.
I put him and Cup in the same category, bro. They're not going to stay good all year, bro.
They're not league winners.
But they're not, bro. Like,
they're not league winners, but they're consistent players, though.
Mm-hmm.
Thielen more
y'all basing that shit off them 2 injuries they had that same year, bro.
They fell off last year, though. They both fell off last year.
DT only played like 4 games.
Cup fell off. He was healthy the whole year. I
Yeah,
just compare
but
both of them. I put them in the same category to me. They just
yeah. Well,
I
with
feel you,
fucking Coop though, whenever it went down, they had to switch their whole motherfucking shit up, and that's what fucked him up, and that's what the beneficiary of Robert Woods was at the end of the year on everything.
Hey, I'm not spending a wire pick on Russell Gage unless I'm desperate. But
Not a wire
if
pick.
one of those receivers would go down in Atlanta, he's a hot ticket.
Yeah.
I just don't see Matt Ryan throwing it at 100 yards to every receiver, but he could get you that 70
But it could
and
be
that
tight
12
end.
to 15 or to something. And Hurst didn't really eat that much. And
That's what I'm
Gurley
saying. Maybe it's
only had
Gage.
13. So it's kind of like pick your poison, but you know Julio and Ridley are going to eat.
That's also the game script. They was in a shootout kind of with a team that's going to
They
put
was
up points.
down bad, bro. That's crazy.
But them are the games I play Gage.
Valdez, Scanling, and Lazard, I don't buy into that because there's going to be a lot of games where LaFleur wants to run it. I ain't buying into that.
I do buy into it. I just don't know which one.
Which one?
Like, you got to have the second receiver on the Packers, I feel like, but just who? It's just going to be a toss-up. It's like a running back situation in L.A. or, you know what I'm saying, wherever else. Like, you just don't know.
Hey, DK looking like that boy. Like, I knew you was going to draft him,
He
so
dropped
I wouldn't
one,
go
too.
get
It's
him.
30, right?
He dropped one. It was a long one.
Yeah, no, I would say he dropped a bad one, but he made up for it. So
he
he
made
could
up
have
for it
had
with
two.
another one. We know they're going to go crazy. There's going to be games where DK is going to win you the week.
Yeah.
He's going to win you the week because he's going to go for
I got
30 or
DK
40.
in every league I'm in except for one.
JD, why you didn't
Hey,
get up your boy?
Hey, and I shout out to JD for that because JD was on DK. Like, I was like, let me kind of.
No, I wanted us to get the nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted the nigga to come to us, bro.
I like Debo. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
No,
Debo,
I like
obviously,
Debo too, bro.
I fuck with Debo.
I wanted us to get DK though, bro. I mean, and he showed up as a rookie last year,
I
bro.
wanted us to get a lot of players.
For us, I think Debo a better guy for the type of guy
The fit,
Kyle wants.
off top. Hell yeah.
Amari, we
I
know
like
Robert
Debo.
Woods
I like
used
that.
was going to be
I
there,
like
but
that.
the Anthony Miller, we love the Anthony Miller. Like I said, we all talked about him. I think he's a person we ain't got to spend no time on him. That you could play him safely.
No, let's talk about Robert Woods though, bro.
Come
Come
Tell
on,
me
man.
something. My bad.
I'm just saying though, bro, nigga. I got him as my 11th ranked wide receiver, 12th ranked receiver, bro. And they fed the nigga right. Excuse my language. They fed the boy right out the start, bro. Right off the rib, nigga. 3 catches for like 60-something yards on the first drive, bro. Robert Woods is that dude in that system over there, man. No, I ain't gonna say that because I'm high on Cup too, though. You know what I mean? It's just for some reason that Woods just was the beneficiary in week 1, bro.
Cup gonna let you down.
Yeah.
Cup gonna let you down, bro.
I'm just,
No,
Robert
it's not
Woods.
Cup that's gonna let you. It's gonna be golf that's gonna let you down.
Is that
Say
what
that
it is?
then.
That's
But
what it is.
they man, I didn't know that they held the ball for 32 minutes off that game. Out
I
of
didn't know that.
60 minutes, they held the ball for
There we
32 minutes.
Who did?
The Rams did. They played ball control. They played ball and the inconsistencies that Dak had on third down as well. And I took Dak out in one of my leagues and started fucking Breeze, but they only had a 1-point difference. But it is what it is. But
Okay, so look, I'm glad you said that, right? Breeze. He's in my biggest letdown list. One of my biggest letdown lists. 14 points.
it hurt him.
Ouch.
It hurt him.
If you needed Breeze to go off, and I had an argument with a few people about Breeze. I'm like, he's gonna let you down. Not even a game like that just happened. The game that just happened. They were up, and they gonna try to run it, and they don't care if they got to punt it because they're up 2-3 possessions. Let's control the clock and get the fuck out of here, or score when we got to.
Breeze ain't that guy to run it up on you no more.
He's not that guy, bro. That's why I go for them players that's gonna be behind in games or on high octane offenses, and you know what I mean.
Like Pete Carroll gonna run it up. Like
Yeah.
Pete Carroll just gonna play the ball.
Fuck
Chiefs,
it.
Like he
run it
always
up.
been like that. Said Chiefs, Andy Reid, they gonna run it up. Like I think like Peyton used to be like that, but Breeze just ain't that dude no more. We just gonna turn around, hand it off.
Breeze let me down. What about did Wentz let y'all down? 'Cause I don't have no shares of Wentz.
I ain't got no shares.
No,
I don't got
I don't
nobody
have
on the
Wentz.
Eagles. Oh no, I
I
got
like
Miles Sanders.
Wentz. I liked
Excuse
Wentz
me.
this year though, but damn.
But
I don't know
Lane
if he gonna
Johnson-
make
you got-
13 points.
Lane
I don't know
Johnson
if he
was
gonna
out last week, which he was their starting right tackle.
It's something in that water over there, bro. Everyone gets hurt
They
over there.
started
You
to be
know,
the new
Goddard had a
Chargers.
hairline
They the
fracture
new
in his
Chargers.
hand. He just playing through it. You know, that was in preseason.
It was on his left hand.
I mean, it was.
He's right-handed.
Yeah, he good. He good. We'll talk about him in a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, he let me down. What about Stafford? Stafford let y'all down? I mean, 16
No
points.
Galladay, you probably shouldn't have started him if you had no Galladay.
And it was a
And
running
that's what we
game.
said too.
Yeah.
But
We
and
said
the fucking
who we said we would start over him?
Minshew? Was it Minshew?
Was it Minshew? It was
Or-
somebody we said that we would start over Stafford and not. And we
I think
picked
I
him.
said Jimmy. I fucked up on that one. How
no,
many-
Jimmy
he
had
had
20-some
22.
points.
Oh, he did have 22.
Still had
Okay,
22.
okay. I did say Jimmy.
That Mostert.
I didn't see what happened with that.
All finished with less than.
He did. He had like 250 throwing.
No, Jimmy had a good day in fantasy.
What about
Yeah.
In
Dak?
reality, he didn't. Dak,
17
Dak.
points.
I took Dak in the fifth round in both of my home leagues, bro.
It was a tough matchup for Dak. I think Rams is going to be better defensively than everybody.
The
thinks.
cold thing is, I started Dak in one, and the league that I started Dak in, I had Cam on the bench.
I mean,
that
you're
was a
not
tough
starting, not starting.
You kinda
Dak.
got
No,
to
that
week
just
one.
goes back to my draft. Nigga, I shouldn't have drafted him.
Quarterback that early.
You got to look at this. You didn't look at the schedule.
I mean,
No, but I didn't start him in one of the leagues because I started Breeze. I thought it was gonna be a shootout.
That was your heart to start.
That
We
was my
talked
heart to
about
start. So I had
it.
I had the same one
What
in
league
the
was
other
that?
home league,
What league
bruh.
was that?
In both of the home leagues.
Damn, it's ugly. Hey, look, another letdown. We talked about him a little bit. We ain't got to spend too much time, but Mark Ingram.
Yeah,
Mark
Dobbins.
Ingram.
He didn't look
Hey.
good.
I don't think he wasn't getting drafted high, but I feel like he was on a lot of people's team.
He
as
was
a-
mid-round
as
value.
their running back too. They're running back too, not
Right.
a running back too. You know what I mean?
He
So,
was
I
mid-round
mean,
value.
I wasn't high on Ingram last year.
I wasn't
so
fucking
I
with
didn't,
Ingram.
I didn't even look Ingram.
I ain't
way,
never
to
had
be
Ingram
honest.
unless I needed him.
And
I don't
Ingram,
remember.
but Ingram busted out last year though. First year in Boston.
for like the first 9 games. It wasn't all year.
What about?
But he had like 12 TDs though in the season though, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
big though,
what
bro.
about some of the players?
A lot of that, my bad, but a lot of
Nah.
that was early in the year. If you paid attention,
Yeah.
like late in the year, he kind of fell off.
Yeah, I will say that. What about people with high ADP but low finishes? Allen Robinson, DJ Chark, Scary Terry, DJ Moore, Devontae Parker out with re-aggravated hamstring. He's donezo.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, OBJ. I named 2 people that's hurt. And we ain't even get on Mike Thomas that got a high ankle sprain. And you know how I feel about those. It's hurt. You cannot count on Mike Thomas to get. He's not going to be right till at least the soonest would be as long as it took Saquon last year.
Or even Kamar had a high ankle sprain last year. And he missed games.
They linger, bro. That's a bad.
That shit
part of your
hurts,
leg.
bro.
It hurts.
Emmanuel
I mean,
Sanders
you
owners
niggas done
came
hoop
up.
before we all done play basketball, nigga. When you turn your ankle, bro, that motherfucker swell up like
But
a
them
motherfucking
high
basketball.
ones is like
High
that
ones.
bone damn near.
That
It's
shit
like
ain't cool,
up
bro.
here. nigga.
On
Like them
everything.
hoop ones is the low ones damn near. You roll your ankle. You know what I mean? It's like
Them high
man.
ones, somebody hit him in that shit.
Hey, I hope
That shit
nobody
hurt.
spent high draft capital on Devontae Parker. I really hope you didn't. He's a player. I don't think
That's the
anybody
first
was just yelling, get him so high. He did this. But I hope you didn't spend a high pick on him. And he's done. And you know who else it hurts? I hate to say it. Preston Williams. Now he's going to be the number 1 wide receiver. They need
That's
help
where
over there.
Gasecki come in at.
Corner.
Gasecki was
Gesicki
all
for
in
sure.
the fucking slot and
Bro,
all that shit.
They had the other boy getting. The other man. I'm sorry, the other man getting the catches at the running back position, not Breida.
Oh, for Lord?
yeah,
For
over
Lord?
uh,
Lord. His name is Patrick Lord or some
I'm
shit.
like, what is going on here? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'm
Breida
like,
wasn't even.
What did y'all bring Breida in here for?
Right.
I don't know what's
But
going
Breida,
on
what
here.
we seeing Breida in Frisco, he wasn't that main pass catching threat either, though, bro.
Yeah.
On everything. He wasn't cut and go.
I could dig it. Hey, them top tight ends though. Ooh, my boy Goddard, boy. You know I love Goddard, bro. Come on, bro.
Cuffed him
I've been
last year.
telling people, bro. They play the 2 tight ends all the time.
The 12
You got
E's.
Ertz that getting in arguments
Shout out to
with the
Bogart.
VPs and
The 12
whatnot.
personnel
Like,
C's.
Goddard is their future, bro. You could play both of them comfortably, not at the same time, obviously. But if you got Goddard, run him. And when I was waiting on tight ends, because I ain't gonna say I just discovered Goddard because he was in the top 10 last year. But people didn't believe in him, and he was going into double-digit rounds, and I was able to get him on like 5 leagues. One of them off the wire. I'm running with Goddard, bro.
I wanted to get Goddard as my second tight end to play in the flex.
And you could get him there.
That was my plan. But BJ, the guy, shout out to BJ. Actually, fuck BJ for that. But pick right before me, he got Goddard.
Hey,
So
Andrew's solid as it come. We know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's Jackson's favorite. Kelsey always gonna get you. Look, Kelsey always gonna get you what he did 17, but he's not gonna win you weeks, and that's why I don't never like spending a high draft capital.
But Kelsey is considered as the number one wide receiver, though.
That's fine, but he's not gonna win you weeks.
No, I understand that.
But he is most weeks gonna win your
as a top
matchup
against
the
another
tight end, unless you got Andrews or something like that.
But to me, it's like, is them 2-3 points worth it in the second round?
Because when I look at it, I look at who I'm playing, and then I go my quarterback, boom, his quarterback, boom, then boom, boom. I see how my team match up with it. So
hey, your boy Hawkinson.
He ate this week, bro.
16. That's solid.
He scored, and that's what he did last year, though. The first game or the second game, he ate. We just need to see consistency. But with no Galladay, of course, targets is going to be beneficiary to
the nigga, question. Man. Was it because he a part of the game plan now, or was it because Galladay was out?
Right. Facts.
I mean, it's definitely because Galladay was gone. I was talking to my boy Zach, and he had Hawkinson on his DraftKings, and I said, first I was like, is he healthy? Then I seen a report that said he was healthy. I'm like, yeah, no, Galladay, you got to run him. I had him in all the DraftKings lineups I had. You know what I mean? What about Logan Thomas?
For the Redskins? I mean, the Washington team?
Nice little 13.
I ain't picking him up.
Athlete.
Bro, if you got one tight end, you could grab him. That'd be a nice pickup, and you don't have to spend a wire pick on him. You can wait at
play him on the bye week that your number one tight end is on. You ain't finna throw him out there.
People getting hurt every day. Jarwin just tore his ACL. He didn't even do
Jarwin wasn't drafted, though.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. What about Njoku? He had 14, but he's out of there now.
3 weeks though. I just seen Schefter say
he was just IR, so that's longer than 3 weeks.
It's 3 weeks. I just seen Schefter talk about it today, bro. He gonna be on the 3-week thing. It's like a little sprain or some shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
on my mama.
OJ Howard, not Gronk.
Wow. Now that's what hurt because I had Gronk.
I told you about getting that bar. I think I had him in the top like 15 though.
Gronk was in my top 10. We did 15.
We did like a 12 or something. I might have had him in
whatever list we did. He wasn't in mine.
I might have had him in 11.
I think New Orleans was pumped up for that game to show them that we are the big brother, bro.
Yeah,
know everything, all top.
They got a good defense.
And then, I mean, you could see Brady was overthrowing boys, and it just the consistency wasn't near yet. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure as the season goes on, that Gronk will hold a little bit value. But OJ Howard was that boy yesterday, though, bro.
Hey, let me ask you this: what team last year? If you know off the rip,
that's your boy. Slayton.
Ooh, it's over who I played.
That hurts even more. I got Slayton in the league, and I'm playing. Oh no!
Hey, look, what team last year had the most? It didn't matter what tight end was playing; they were in the top 10 every week last year. What teams? No.
What was the question?
They had a lot of injuries. Seattle.
Was it Seattle? Seattle. Tight end? I thought it was Philly.
It was Seattle. They had, I forget who they had first, then
Disley, and then
right? But this week is Greg Olsen and Disley, right? You could, if you got a bye week or it's too early to talk about.
What y'all want for Slayton, bro? Come get Slayton.
Who got Slayton? I got Ashy. I'm gonna get him. I want it. Hey, look, Greg Olsen though. If you thirsty, you might could stash him, but they use their tight ends, especially in the red zone, bro.
Yeah,
especially in the red zone. Hunter Henry, he just had a little solid 12. I think Tyrod.
I didn't see any of the games, so I really don't even know.
Tyrod would be benched if they're out of the playoffs or they got 4 losses in the next 6 weeks. Tyrod will be benched, bro. Like they're gonna be like, let's open the offense up and let it ride and let it fly and run and see what we can do because Tyrod is not gonna move the ball like that. But Hunter Henry, I think he's a solid. His floor is like 11 or 12. It was what I thought it was going to be when I played him. I wanted to start Jonnu Smith, but I don't need him. I won my matchup already.
I thought you did.
My boy had Connor, and he's done, so he's out of there. Shout out to Ryan. Jimmy Graham with a little solid 11. That's crazy, though, that O.J. Howard outscored Gronk, and Greg Olsen outscored Ertz, Waller, and Kittle.
Wow.
You don't panic on them. But
I would have never had wanted Ertz because of the Goddard situation. I would have never wanted Gronk, period.
I got Gronk late,
I had
though.
Gronk I got his last year. And he could barely move.
Yeah, but that's CBD Gronk right now out there right now. I don't know. I didn't even get a chance to watch that game, though, because I think Niners played at that same time slot. So I didn't get a chance to see what was going on over there. So, it is what it is. But I bet that connection gets better over the season, though. Yeah. That's for damn sure. That bromance is out of this world between TV12 and the fucking Grunkster, bro. It's not gonna last like that. Whatever they did,
I lost
the CBD Grunk.
I could have won 100,000 or 50,000 if Gronk does anything on a Monday Night Football, and he didn't. Yeah. Fuck Gronk, bro. I won 20,000 instead. A long time ago. But
can't nobody say they hit for 20 though.
Fuck that, bro. I was mad. I ain't never been
mad. On the daily advice. We
gonna get that. Me and my boy Lacey got a show coming soon, man. It's called do the Heart2Start
Fantasy Pays.
Fantasy Pays. Hey, look, so right. I want to just say just real quick, the panic button on certain players. Are you panicking on Eckler?
No. No, not at all.
What can you get for him though? I think this is a year to be deep. If you can get 2 starters. Yeah, depending on who they are, I think I'll do that, bro.
I'm not panicking on him. I think he's gonna have a good year, but I think Kelly is gonna be more involved than people thought.
Yeah, Kelly came in and did his thing. Kelly's a pure runner, though. That's the thing. He's a pure runner, bro. And if you got a pure runner that can chew up clock and get yardage and keep the chains moving, and he adds value, bro.
And that's what I was going to say earlier when you mentioned if they play the Chiefs, it might be an Eckler game. No, it might be a Josh Kelly game to keep that Chiefs offense off the field. And how the Colts beat the Chiefs last year. You run the ball 30, 40 times.
And the Chargers have the defense to keep up with. Everybody ain't got a defense to keep up with the the Chiefs, but the Chargers do have a pass rush. They have a mid-level, and they have a third level as well, bro. If it clicks, I ain't going to say they could shut down the Chiefs, but they'd be able to I ain't even going to say contain, bro. But just to hold them lightweight in check, bro. But you have to also be able to score, bro.
Yeah.
On everything.
You got to be able to score. They got to score more than 13.
So in saying that, you got to be able to score on the Chargers, and the guy you need Eckler. Eckler's still going. That's why I'm not panicking.
No, without a doubt. No, you can have Eckler and Kelly on the field too, because Eckler had 90 receptions last year.
They do different things.
I think they're gonna realize that they should have used Eckler more, and maybe that's why they didn't score more points.
That's probably exactly what it is.
OBJ, panic?
Not yet.
I'll buy low on OBJ right now.
I'll sell him.
Somebody said in our league that
somebody give me a player that I like for OBJ, I'm going to sell it. You know why? Bro, if Baker has more bad games and it's clearly Baker's fault, bro, he's throwing a hissy fit, bro.
Yeah, could Baltimore be the number 1 defense in the AFC?
Exactly. He ain't playing Humphreys every week.
I don't care who he listen. Baker. I'm not talking about OBJ
in my top 5 week 2.
I'm not talking about OBJ.
No,
Baker's bad.
I'm talking about Baker.
Baker's bad, but there's a lot of bad
quarterbacks. This is just a praise to Baltimore's defense.
Even though
their offense is high powered right now, bro, but they went and got Calais Campbell on top of what they did last year.
I didn't even know
you got Tyus Bowser. I can't even think of boy's name. He might be a shout out to Africa, wherever whatever he might be. No, serious. I'm not trying to be funny, bro, but he got one of them type names. You know what I mean? And he's a pass rusher off top. Then you still got Marlon Humphrey. You got Jimmy Smith. You was just telling me about Jimmy Smith, bro. All 3 levels of Baltimore's defense is high power, bro.
I watched that game too. They did a lot of deep.
They're not gonna play them 16 times. They only play them 2 times.
They force feed him, but that's the problem with having that alpha male and a weak quarterback too. Yeah, you know what I mean. Somebody in one of our home leagues. Get him out of there. He'd be off my team, and I ain't just saying it because you got him. You can ask in the Rum Boys League. I've been trying to trade OBJ since I drafted him. The day I drafted him, they be lowballing for him. I'm like, no.
Shout out, I think it's Renegade. Bears, Brews, and the Bros. Shout out to Fantasy Renegade. I think he's exactly. He loves it.
Fuck it.
My mama,
we gonna have to have a debate about that, bro. For real.
I agree with JD. That's Baltimore defense. The whole defense is to shut down OBJ.
And somebody is panicking on him right now, bro.
Let's talk about we're gonna go straight into matchups next week. Browns and the Bengals.
Yeah,
he bounced back.
OBJ top 5 receiver week 2.
He bounced back. We record.
OBJ. You can't. OBJ gonna bounce back for sure. Hands down, right?
No, he bounces back to me.
Week 2, he top 5 receiver.
He bounces back
for sure.
I know. I think Mixon bounces back. They didn't use him in a lot of the pass.
Yeah, I don't think he caught. I don't know. I don't
They
think
didn't
he caught
lose
none of them balls.
Open it for me. They did a lot of catch up type shit. So I think the Bengals may need to air it out a little bit more for sure. Like they could play that control game, but they were up a little bit. So it's like we're gonna try to, but they need to let it fly, bro. If they supposed to have a high octane offense, they need to let it fly. I think Boy bounces back too, not just
Boy needs his bounce back.
Not
It's
just
the first game, I think. Yeah.
And Mixon is the bounce back candidate. What do he only have? Like 6 points, 7 points?
Yeah.
Nah, Mixon 5.
Yes.
Mixon bounces back too, though, bro. You know what I mean? Off top.
I agree.
And then look at Burrow, though. Burrow almost had the game-winning TD at the last second, bro. If it wasn't for a push-off on A.J. Green, he would have had he gained. And so the cold thing is, Burrow might be an option out there to go ahead and start, bro.
Yeah.
You never know, bro.
Burrow, somebody you can start. Chubb and Hunt, though. Ooh. Hey, Chubb, you gotta sell him now. I'm usually not into saying. I'm not into saying buy or sell right now. Bro, I ain't into saying buy or sell right now, but you gotta sell Chubb, bro. Sell Chubb, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Look,
he had 10 carries. The only thing that fucked him up was the fumble.
If you got Hunt, right, you didn't draft him as your first running back off the board. Yeah. So you're safe to play Hunt no matter what.
Right.
Chubb, I will be scared, bro. I would be scared.
I wouldn't because he had the carries. It was just that he ran the same thing with OBJ.
You see the trend, though? We just talked about 2 Browns players, and I'm like, sell them, bro.
Sell them quickly.
Get away from that offense.
Boo Browns. Boo Browns. But they ran up against Baltimore, but they was feeding him the ball. Only thing is he was 10 carries, 65 yards. He had a couple of receptions, but the motherfucker fumbled.
AJ Green was looking nice, too, though.
Who?
What about AJ Green? He got a touchdown. What about the Jags and the Titans? We about to see the Titans defense, right? What about the Jags and the Titans next week? I definitely don't think Minshew has the game he had. That's out.
I don't know, bro.
He can run with the ball too when he get around that.
Shout out to Bogart, nigga. I never knew that
Minshew a dog, bro.
Minshew was a top Heisman candidate. I never knew that, bro. He was top 4, top 5 in the Heisman candidate his year before he came out, bro.
You could play.
Real talk.
I think if you got somebody like Drew Brees or Wentz or somebody like that, then you might want to start looking over Minshew way after this week if he ball like that again.
Hey, Chark only had a few. He had a touchdown.
I was gonna say that
he only had a few. What's his name? But I think Chenault is definitely on the wire pick.
Laviscus.
Matter of fact, we can just talk about wire picks as we run through the matchups.
Well, I think, but back on Minshew, I was gonna say it kind of hurt Chalk because Minshew he passed it around. He
gonna distribute it.
Exactly.
He ain't looking for nobody.
Keying on Chark.
Chark is gonna do his thing, bro. He's a safe player to have. I think if he's your second wide receiver, because you went running back heavy.
If you want wide receiver too, I seen some people where they went wide receiver heavy and they wide receiver 1 is Chark.
That's not wide receiver heavy.
No, running back
heavy. Running back heavy.
They got to be heavy because running backs is already dropping. You know what I mean?
Man.
What about the running game over there? Thompson was a bust.
Thompson was a big bust. I seen somebody start Thompson this week.
Robinson is getting volume.
He's getting volume, but he only has 7 points. It don't look like he gonna catch the ball.
That's his standard league, though. He had about 10 points in.
I thought I saw Wood. Wood started him, didn't he?
Yeah, he had about 10 points.
Oh, he had like 9. He didn't have double digits.
He had about 10 points.
I think the games that I think Jacksonville is gonna be down a lot. I think Thompson will be all right, and because I like Minshew, so I think Thompson will get them third down passes and shit.
He had 9. You're right, 9. But 16 rushes, 62 yards.
He got the volume for sure. He got the rushes.
He had a 28-yard run. That's a lot of where it came from. So maybe that's why he didn't do as good because he didn't bust more yards. But that'd be something. What about that Carolina Tampa Bay game? That's a game that Tom Brady bounced back. He still had like 23 points in some leagues, around 22. But Tom Brady was definitely worth his value if you didn't grab him later. But that game next week, I see another shootout, bro. I see either Tampa Bay being up, and I'm gonna say shootout. I don't mean to say shootout because I don't think Carolina necessarily scores a lot of points, but they'll be passing a lot because that Tampa Bay defense looks good.
I would say Tampa Bay defense is good.
That Tampa Bay defense.
I think it's
good.
A low key blowout.
They were already like the number 1, number 2 run defense last year.
Exactly, and they got some corners. They got some secondary help.
What fucked them over was old boy giving them turnover. He threw
All
for
them
30
turnovers.
something. So
That's
they kept putting them
timing,
back.
though.
Picks.
They kept putting the defense on the field. So even though, like you said, they had a top run defense, they just kept getting put on the field. Now you got Brady, who ain't going. Well, he threw a pick six. He threw another
That's
pick.
timing, though.
No, off top.
What
That's
I mean?
what I'm saying.
No
So
preseason.
as the season goes on, that Tampa Bay defense can also step up to be a top 5, a top 10 defense, and they got investments on that defense as well, on that line. The secondary, I mean the second level with I can't even think of the linebacker they drafted so high last year. He comes out of but y'all know what I'm saying though. They can progress and be a better defense as the season goes on.
Yeah,
on everything.
I know. We don't gotta say too much, but Robbie Anderson, I think he's somebody you could play in your third flex possibly if you got injuries. I'm not saying start him over a stud, because a stud
And the
had
flex
a bad
play
game.
as a flex play, he's a flex starter right now.
Guy to stash. He might be that guy like you said over there. So take a chance with him. You know what I mean? They play Tampa, but that'll be a perfect game for him in the shootout, like we said. Denver and Pittsburgh. I don't know how Denver's about to look because they're about to start right now. But Pittsburgh defense looks real, and if Sutton, if Sutton is playing and he's still hurt,
he got the ball in his hand. Look at him.
I don't think it's going. You know what I mean? Denver,
and he walking with Mike T.
Hey, Pittsburgh,
look at him.
Defense start no matter what, like hands down. Like we know that, right?
Hell
but
yeah.
Judy, we got to see how they're gonna play. So maybe we'll save it a little bit for the end of it. But Chargers and at Philly. Hey, Philly looks bad, bro.
Philly's to a point where whatever receiver is playing against Philly, you start that receiver. Kind of just how it was last year. Like the secondary is bad.
Like you got to.
I think they
didn't even mean to
play
say the Chargers. I meant to say the Rams.
They said the Eagles.
The Rams and the Eagles.
Rams and Eagles next week.
So like Cup and Woods, they in my top 12, both of them.
Yeah. Philly's D was getting, Jacksonville was playing hungry. And Washington was playing hungry. They was playing real hungry. So I'm interested.
You got 5 first-round picks, four first-round picks on that offensive line. Chase Daniels, the 2 Alabama boys, and you got Montez Sweat.
That defense was good last year.
Without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt. Then you got limping ones over there in Philly, which you had
Bart's got hurt, Miles hurt.
Even the offensive line, you brought somebody out of retirement to play left guard. Then the left guard goes down. You bring him in to play left tackle. You rework his motherfucking contract. Then Lane Johnson was inactive last week. You know what I mean? So Philly is limpy right now, bro.
Yeah.
Philly limpy right now, bro.
Limpy. Goddard.
Right. All short though. Sell Ertz fast because he was a top 4, in the first 4 round picks. On my mama. Get him out of there, bro.
Get him out of there. Frisco at the Jets. They about to blow them out.
Yeah, that's a big.
I'm praying on that, bro. We just going off, and then the cold thing is we got to stay on the East Coast.
On the Niners.
We got to stay on the East Coast because we play the Giants the next following week, though.
Hey, I might
Shout
be
out
living
to Turn
here.
Up Jets, man. We might gotta get a on-call push-up met on camera.
If the
We
Niners
need to get it. We
we
got to get him to call in.
Oh, he just beat me. And shout out to Turn Up Jets. He just, I'm pretty sure he just beat me in the Invitational League.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did, but I gotta check on that. I got AJ Brown and John Love. But the Rams, Akers and the Brown, we talked about that. We on the Niners and the Jets. Yeah, Jets. Any defense that play the Jets, I feel like start them. They might got to sign Freeman. Maybe Freeman, somebody you might want to pick up because the Jets need help. I don't care who they grab back there. They got Adams back there, but I don't think Adams really gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard for him. We know Mostert, but other than that, Kittle he looked banged up, but you're not starting Kittle, so it ain't even nothing to talk about with them. Jimmy G, we did say he had 22 though, so you can start Jimmy G. I hope you don't have to start Jimmy G. Right
I
now.
have to, and I'm glad, and I'm proud to start.
If you got Breeze or if you got
everything. No, in one league, I drafted him as in the 14th pick, 13th pick, bro. I went deep, and he's my starting and I only got 1 quarterback in that league. On everything.
Buffalo at Miami. Hey, any defense playing better against Miami. Fitzpatrick, they gotta let Tua be healthy though, but I don't think it's gonna be no time for him. Like Fitzpatrick is not gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? It's impossible. But Josh Allen, he may not throw 51 times, but I think that's gonna be another game where that boy they trying to make a statement in their division. You feel me?
No.
Trying to make a statement in that division for sure. Minnesota at the Colts. Minnesota at the Colts. I definitely got
Colts
Paris Campbell on the rise. If Paris Campbell is on the wire, you better go get him, bro.
I ain't mad at
He's
that.
a second year. Everybody went to grab Michael Pittman. Paris Campbell, second year. Might even be his no, it's the second. It's the second. I know Dalvin, you know, that's easy, but other than Thielen, don't start Kirk Cousins. You know, Phillip Rivers.
Against the Colts?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think
the
I think the Colts defense is actually better than they play, and I think that they got to keep the ball out of Phillip Rivers' hand, bro. They're gonna have to figure out how to get the run game.
That was a division game. That was, you know what I'm saying, Jags kind of know what they want to do. They know the MO. Mac got hurt. They was going kind of when Mac was in.
If they air him out and go up 14, I think they're going to slow it down and just try to get that win.
They're not going to go up 14 against the Vikes.
They can. The way that secondary was looking.
The Vikings do not look good.
Bro, they just lost to the Jags, though, bro. They both coming off losses. They both hungry right now, though, bro. What do you mean, bro? Kirk Cousins, they got DT, they got Dalvin Cook. Bro,
that spells like shootout.
That's fine with me. So when it's a shootout, that means everybody on both sides
eats B.
Hey, we're gonna go to Detroit at Green Bay. You running back with Aaron Rodgers and DraftKings. I'll say that, but you know you starting him if you got him anyway. So Aaron Rodgers, he gonna light them boys up. I'm fading Stafford, bro.
Chips Ahoy right now, bro, with Aaron Rodgers. If Galladay come back though, the Packers ain't shutting shit down like that neither though.
Packers defense kind of good.
Man,
their secondary is good. Packers got secondary and they got pass rush.
They either gonna kill you in the air or on the ground. It's just a matter of
they can't stop the run, bro. We've seen it from our team, bro. They can't stop the run. So Detroit you said Detroit versus the Packers?
Yeah.
So AP. So look, AP only need so many yards to pass Barry Sanders. Who does AP play for? They brought that boy in to go ahead and do that, bro. If he continue to run build upon what he did just last week in a Detroit uniform, they gonna feed him the ball, bro. On everything. You got to play that ball control against Aaron Rodgers.
You know who I'm playing this week? Swift, get back.
You gotta play Swift.
They got to.
You gotta
play.
No, I don't got to.
Talk about
they're gonna be down.
Talk about two hungry teams, right? What about that Dallas Falcons at Dallas? That's gonna be some
shootout. Another shootout. Boy. Might be the highest scoring game of the week.
Bruh, that's gonna be some hunger, boy. That's gonna be the highest score of the week. You right, bro. Guaranteed. It gotta be, bro. It's just Dallas defense is weak, bro. Like the Rams was trying to control it. They was running that rock. That's why the running backs got so many runs.
Dallas got to get the ball to Zeke more. They got to throw the ball to Zeke more.
They got to throw a little bit more, period. You got all these weapons. There's no way Dak shouldn't be able to kill.
I had Zeke 2 years ago when they was giving Zeke hella screens and he was busting them for like 80 and shit. Like they got to go back to that and get Zeke the ball in open space.
Hey, if you're in a league and you got Gurley, but you was running back heavy and you got Mostert on the bench, I'm playing Mostert, bro. Gurley is it's too much of a chance that Gurley's not going to be part of the game plan. I mean, not even the game plan.
The first half, I liked how Gurley looked. I'm playing against him. I was like, damn, I'm kind of scared. Gurley looked, and they was giving him the ball. I think it was the tire factor. I think a lot of teams was tired in the second half, and that they could carry 80 players now. I think that's for a reason. Like they ain't in shape yet.
Hey, Zeke is definitely looking like he was worth that number 2 pick. If somebody grabbed him.
I would have picked Zeke before. I would have picked Zeke and CMC before Barkley. Yeah. Didn't you do that in the league?
No, I got CMC. I took Barkley over CMC.
Somebody took Zeke over Barkley.
Yeah, they gave me. They picked.
They gave you Zeke like 4.
They gave me Zeke at 3. I mean, CMC at 3 and picked Zeke at what's his name?
Yeah, it was off.
What about the Giants at Chicago? We just seen what that's gonna be. That's gonna be 2 hungry teams.
Yeah, I kind of like
Montgomery wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Montgomery wasn't bad. I think that might be a low-key shootout. I don't know, though, because the Giants' defense looked kind of good right here. And the Bears' defense was supposed to be good, but Detroit got some points off on
this. This is my thing with the Bears, right? I'm not an NFL coach, obviously, but if I want to, be able to be good at something, and if they can't just be good at the run, they have to let the pass go.
Yeah.
Let that thing go. You know what I mean? Let him get his timing right in game with no preseason. Let him just do what he do, use his legs, because that's the only way you're going to get it out of your team. Because y'all don't got no star runner. Montgomery ain't blowing you out the water. Like, you're not going to win the game on the ground.
Quarterback.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not, period. I just don't see it. But, Barkley going to bounce back. He's going to be in my top. If AP put them yards up on them boys, Barkley going to go crazy on
Barkley
on
ain't AP, though.
Yeah.
Like AP savvy and knows some things. I don't know. I'm kind of panicking on Barkley on the low. Like I don't know, like if Barkley is like nigga dumb swole, the legs as big as a house and all that, and he looked the part. But it's a couple of backs I think I might rather have than Barkley. Just looking like after the first week, and even last year, Barkley didn't have where he finished last year.
Yeah, he had that high ankle too, though.
Yeah,
and
he missed getting hurt games. Too.
But he still hit for a thou out in 12 games, though.
I'm not saying he's not a good running back, but the teams are focusing solely on Barkley
that's because of what's around him. Yeah. So you had a lot of missing parts. You just said that how much you like. What's the boy name? Your receiver that you drafted out of the Giants?
I like Shepard, yeah.
Okay, Shepard was down last year, right?
Yeah, they ain't played a game together, all of them.
There it is. There, and then what's the quarterback's name? Danny Dimes. His passer rating before going in tonight, I don't know what it was, but when Barkley is on the field, his passer rating was 100+.
Yeah, I mean, I think you only reason you getting points from Barkley like that really on a consistent basis is in PPR with his receptions.
Yeah, I mean,
he almost on some Kamara shit.
What about Washington?
Kamara ain't hit for 1,000 on the ground though.
Hey, what about
not rushing, bro? Zeke, I mean,
yeah, he's better runner than Kamara.
Man, he's a better runner.
You can't do that to Barkley.
That boy hit for 1,000 on the ground his first 2 years, and last year was a hurt year.
Don't do that.
He had 1,000 last year.
I'll pull it up right now, bro.
You gotta pull it up. I'll take the word for it.
What about Washington and Arizona? Kyler's dub proof. He's start proof. You
don't
can't
sleep on Washington defense.
Chase Daniels finna get him, bro.
We don't sleep on that defense.
They just played against the Niners.
Washington.
The Niners lost Buckner, bro.
When the Niners and the Redskins played, what was it? 10-7, 10-8, some shit. Like the defenses
they got real young boys out there. So our front seven looked like they was washed yesterday, bro. I swear to you, it looked bad.
It was not only Bosa was getting through, but
that shit hurted to me, bro. And so you got Daniels, the two Alabama boys, and Montez Sweat, bro, on everything, bro. They was coming.
It wasn't so much a line as our secondary hurt me. We need a corner. ASAP.
I seen you text that too, bro, on my mama. Real talk.
Tannehill.
I'm gonna say this. I said it before. I'm only starting Scary Terry on Washington.
Yeah, no.
Arizona.
I ain't got nobody
I'm scared
else.
of Drake. You can't. I mean, I would sell him if I can, depending on what you get. But you need him to bust first. So let's give it a few weeks. Let's get 2-3. But Edmonds is a part of the offense.
I need somebody to come and pay that price.
That's why I wasn't I wasn't as high on the Drakes and the Sanders. Like I had to see it first for them to be in my top 10s and my 12s.
Sanders is my guy.
KC,
Drizzy ain't my guy.
Chargers. Is it safe to say the McCall Hardman experiment is over? You just have to keep him.
Nah.
But if you see somebody on the wire, you might have to drop him because Hardman's value is only if Hill is hurt.
What if Hardman killed?
He takes the
What if Hardman killed this week? What if he catch a bomb this week?
Every week to catch the good ones.
I feel it, but that's anybody on the Chiefs except for Hill or Kelsey.
No,
Sammy was getting fed the ball, and Robinson was getting.
Sammy did this last year.
He did, but if he's healthy,
Robinson had 2 touchdowns last week, bro. No, both he didn't catch none of them, but he got an opportunity to catch 2 touchdowns. Sammy had 5
receptions. On a week basis.
No, the Hardman experiment is over, bro. Right.
Ooh,
I ain't gonna say it's over because I got him in the league and I'm praying that it ain't over. But yet, I got him in the dynasty. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, look, grab Kelly and hold him. You be desperate to
grab who?
Kelly, but they playing the Chargers and the Chiefs, and they're not gonna need Kelly, bro. That's the Eckler show. Run him all the way through in DraftKings. The Chargers are gonna be down by 20, and by halftime, it might be a hard 20. But they're going to be down by 20 at half. And I'm sure Eckler gonna be catching at least 8 to 9 balls for sure.
Dump balls.
You know what I mean? Even if that ain't in the game script. We know what CEH did. Start running him.
Unless they got that boy, if they put that boy Honey Badger on Eckler, then you got a problem.
We'll see. Ravens at Houston. Hungry Houston. You know what I mean? This might be a trap game for Baltimore.
No,
I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't think you can trap game them boys. Them boys,
they look like
they real
nice.
ones over there. I don't
they
think
gonna lose
no
something.
game.
Baltimore is the best regular season team there is. Whoever the basketball team is, whoever the best the Houston is Baltimore in the basketball, in the football, whatever you want to call it. They not doing nothing in the playoffs. So you start Baltimore the whole fucking the whole regular season, whatever you got, bro.
Cooks. He's a wash, bro. Good luck, y'all. If you got Cooks, good luck dealing with that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Brandon Cooks?
Yeah.
Gotta be El Concusto. Shout out my nigga Bogart.
Fuller have a couple more games.
Yeah, you sell. Oh,
Janu.
Woodrow. Did you start him, bruh?
Hell yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Wood got somebody playing. He got 2. Oh, Wood got Henry. I was up 15. He got 2 people playing.
I thought that was Henry at first.
Somebody else. You feel me? But
Henry looking like a tight end. That's crazy, though, bro.
Cam Newton at Seattle.
Shit, like I said, I got Cam Newton in the league with Dak.
He's the only. Hey, y'all was right on James White too. He's gonna be a bust.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
They're gonna have to
win. They fed him last week.
They're gonna have to win games for them to win. Their defense is gonna have to play good for them to win games. They're gonna run the ball.
So Michelle gonna be the best running back.
I didn't say Michelle. I said White is gonna be a bust. Like
I'm saying Michelle gonna be the best.
They're not
running
gonna
back
use White like that. You got Cam running. You got the running backs running. White is not gonna be dumping. They're not gonna be dumping it off to him, bro. He's either looking deep or looking at a pass in the middle of the field deep, or he's running, bro.
It's gonna be Edelman, or Harry.
That's it. And Harry, Harry. I think you can safely play Harry though.
Yeah, he dropped a touchdown.
Especially versus Seattle, bro. They're gonna need him. They're gonna need him for sure. I don't want to play him, but if I got to, I'm running with him. You know what I mean?
And I don't like Seattle secondary. So
last game is that Saints and the Raiders.
Big Kamara game.
JD just lost.
No, well, I lost an AOB. That's for sure.
Shalapu
like Boopy. Motherfucker. That's okay.
Hey, but look,
I still got.
Hey, the Saints at the Raiders though.
I'm only down by
Big number. Jacobs is a start every week.
Points.
But
that Saints defense is nice.
That Saints defense nice, but no Michael Thomas. High ankle sprain. He's out of there, bro. Michael Thomas is out of there, bro.
Oh, look at your boy AJ Brown dropping balls.
Hey, but look, with Michael Thomas out, your boy Jared Cook,
and
play
Sanders,
him confidently. You know what I mean? He'll like y'all. You picked him in the top 10, and I laughed at you. We couldn't force shot on Michael Thomas getting hurt, but he's definitely in the top 10 now.
But Michael Thomas, Cook had a better game than Michael Thomas.
Hey,
Michael
if
Thomas
you got Josh Jacobs in the second round, which is where he was going anyway, you won.
Yeah, Jacobs.
You won. You know what I mean? You won. But shit, man, that's that first one in that thing. We might as well take a shot, man, for the first episode.
For real, bro.
Hey, we coming back with y'all with the wire rankings tomorrow. That'll be on the Zoom. We won't be at the studio, but we're gonna stay giving you fire content all the time. Shots up one more time.
Everybody who mess with us.
Y'all ready? We out.
Nigga, I hit my shit with your slow ass.